Hey guys, what's going on? It's Big Pasta 92 here, and I wanted to make a quick video today on just the easiest, simplest way that you can solo boost Maradon on a 70 Mage. If you guys enjoyed the video, please remember to like, follow, comment, subscribe, and check me out at twitch.tv/BigPasta92. And a big shout out to my boy Weircat, who actually messaged in the Discord, "Thanks for your Mara video, Big Pasta, super easy." I did not have a Mara video out. I'm sure he was talking about my Slave Pens video or something else, but I do know an easy Mara boost, so here it is. Hope it helps. Just in the interest of saving time here, I'm just going to get it out of the way that pretty much every single spell that you're going to cast until the kill phase is going to be a rank 1. So you're going to be using rank 1 Blizzards, counter spells, which obviously don't have a rank, and rank 1 Ice Lances to pull all of these mobs as you go through. And another thing that I really want to make sure, and you're going to see me do it a lot, is don't overshield. For most of this pull phase, you're going to have your shield fall off, but you're gonna have so much distance between you and the mobs, you really don't need to waste mana just automatically re-shielding like I do because it's muscle memory. Try not to shield if you don't need to, because that's what I find I'm wasting the most amount of mana on, and if you're not that geared, it could potentially be an issue. But we're just going to rank 1 Ice Lance all of these worms. They're super low level. Even if you're level 60, these things probably aren't touching you, but they do gain pretty good distance, and you're going to notice that I'm not using any Zanza pots. This boost is not necessary to use any sort of speed enhancements, although for every boost, I do suggest that you have minor speed to boots or boar speed. That's just kind of automatic. You know, if you're doing any boost, you need to have that boot enchant. Don't try and pull any of those turtles. They're going to reset. I don't know if you can keep them engaged any other way. I've never tried. I've never looked into it, but I'm almost positive that you can't, because I've never seen a video where people are killing those turtles. So this is going to be Celebrus on your left side. If you haven't done the quest to get yourself the Maradon Scepter to give you the waterfall teleport, you're going to need to do that, and that's the spot where you're going to need to go to kill him. Right next to him is another spot where you're going to need to turn in the staff quest. It's like 5 feet to his south. Those slime mobs, you're going to want to make sure that you use a Frost Nova. It's technically 2 different packs, so don't just use an Ice Lance because it won't pull all of them. Never pull the Sisters. The Sisters will ruin your pull. Even at a high level, they still make it way too difficult. We're making sure we AoE the other slime mobs and then just continuously Ice Lancing the other guys. Now, your distance can be better than this. It's not that important, and I like to kind of cowboy it because you can take a lot of hits in this, and it's not really that bad. It's not that important that, you know, you stay far, far away, at least not as it was in vanilla, but you do want to try and maintain as much distance as you can. And with Zanzas, that makes it much, much easier. So if you have them, you can definitely use them. There's also a little bit of a different kill spot that you can use that I'll go over in my next video with more mobs. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see that. That'll be coming soon. Like I said, I kind of made this video just on impulse because somebody thanked me for doing it, and I did not have a Mara video out, so figured I might as well put one out. Another very important thing, make sure you Ice Lance every single one of these trees and the demon pack that's right after them before you jump off, just to guarantee they pull. I actually had to run back up here, and like I said, hits from these mobs don't really touch you. It's not that big of a deal. You can always just use your blinks and your novas and just create a little bit more distance that way. But the amount of distance that I'm using to pull this next room right here is not good. So I tried to pull it off anyway, just because I knew I was recording for the video. And if you get in a point where you're this close to the mobs behind you at this spot, it might be even smarter to just skip this hallway. But if you're level 70, you've got some shield cooldowns, you've got some potions, and you're feeling comfortable, Ice Lance, pull everything in this room, face the hallway, and just ice block. So it's going to be very similar to the SM ice block strategy, where we just ice block with all the mobs on us, then the second it comes off, we blink right out. Most of the attacks will miss just because of the sheer level difference, so you should be pretty safe there as long as you've got decent enough gear or a decent enough level, or both. Make sure you Ice Lance that treant right there, because if you don't, he can reset and also cause other treants to reset too. After you jump down here, you also have a little bit of time to potion or bandage if you want to, but other than that, just start Ice Lancing the other treants that are already down there with your rank 1 Ice Lances. Use a Frost Nova to keep those casters at bay just while these other mobs catch up around the corner, and when you get to the end of this hallway here, you're going to try and slow them down. Once again, ideally, you probably have better distance than this. That'll come with practice. I have a lot of practice doing this, but it's kind of a double-edged sword. Once you feel more comfortable with it and you've done a lot of practice, you also start to take more chances. So be careful of that and try and stay disciplined. You're going to want to blink over that tunnel right there, because there's a chance that all the mobs underneath can actually glitch out and hit up into you. So make sure you're blinking over that top tunnel when there's mobs below if you haven't gotten them completely through the tunnel yet. Continue to pull all those mobs up on the ledge. Make sure you get those extra mana batteries running towards the entrance right there, and quickly jump off and re-shield. We're going to go get the other mobs at the end end of the hallway that we just came from. So just keep taking up these stairs. This is a good time to bandage if you need to. If you need to evocate, you probably shouldn't need to evocate, but if you do need to evocate, you can do that as well. Make sure you have potions, gems, all that stuff ready to go. They're all going to be very, very important. This spec that I'm using definitely isn't the best spec, but it's probably the spec that has the most forgiving nature. So you can use this for pretty much every boost. I'll put a link to that in the description, and also the weak aura that I'm using for my clear casts. I'll put a link to that in the description too. It's super, super helpful. But after you pull all the mobs up on there, just jump straight back down the same place you did the first time and start heading towards the kill spot. It's going to be very important because I said they can attack you straight through this roof right here while they're coming through and you're going over. So you're going to want to make sure you get them bunched up as well as you can. You're going to want to use this whole hallway if you can. Just a couple ticks, take a step, couple ticks, take a step. Just keep getting them bunched up and make sure they're not running towards you. Because right now, you've got the whole pull. You just need to get them through this tunnel comfortably, and then you can do this or skip it. It kind of got me into some trouble at this point because a couple resisted the pet freeze. So you can avoid the pet freeze altogether if you want, but if a couple resist, it's really not a big deal to take some hits. And in the early part of this pull, it's going to be hard to keep your shields up and get your blizzards off because there's so many of those casters. So what's important to do is kind of isolate the spot where those casters are and wait for all the mobs to run past them. Then what you're going to want to do is pop on your shield as fast as you can and max rank blizzards as many of those casters while they're away from the rest of the mobs. They're taking that really, really big blizzard damage. It's not going to kill all of them, but you do want to try and kill most of them. So there's only a couple left because you'll still get the mana refunds and you're not going to have your shields go down all that quick. So once again, reshield, pop up, max rank on all those casters that are separated, and then just let the rest of the mobs catch up. So you're going to see there's probably a couple casters left. One's got like 22%. You really don't need to kill that one as fast as you can. I do, because I just get sick of it and my mana isn't an issue anyway. I just think it's annoying having them attack my shields over and over. But another thing is, this isn't that many mobs. This is only like 150 plus mobs. This is the easiest Mara boost that you're going to do, and it's just to get you in here and familiar with the muscle memory of how to do the pull, so you can eventually learn the outlay of the instance and get up to those bigger pulls, like the 500 pull, you know, some of the crazier ones that require better gear and better consumes and all that stuff. But for all intents and purposes, you don't even need to weave in flame strikes like I'm about to do right here, but if you want to, it is much quicker. So if you're comfortable weaving in flame strikes, I definitely suggest having the two-piece incanters set, but you can get out some massive flame strike damage here. And if you have the Blade of Eternal Darkness, make sure you're facing them when the flame strike hits, and every single one of those crits are going to have a chance to give you mana back. So if you have Blade of Eternal Darkness, you're literally never running out of mana this fight as long as you're using it appropriately. But that is pretty much it, guys. This is the simplest Mara boost that you're ever going to do. It's a really good way to just get those alts from the level 30, 35 SM range up to that level 45 Stratholme range, which is probably the best boost for the level. Mara is not as great in TBC, obviously, right? It was much, much better in vanilla, but it's still a very viable boost. And you can get some good XP and loot, too, not to mention you can get some gold by selling them. So this was only like 156 mobs. I think there were even a couple that reset because I've gotten this pull up to about 170. I'm not exactly sure where it's happening, but it's pretty good. It's almost 120 XP per hour for my alt. Very, very effortless, and as long as you have the staff, you can bang out 5 of these runs in considerably less than an hour. But that's all for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, follow, comment, subscribe, and check me out at twitch.tv/BigPasta92. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.